Looks like only one person out here likes this weather, and that's Smokey. 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 King. You being antisocial? King. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Stroboogy coming at you with another episode from the bait shop. Just out here in the backyard with the dogs. Had to let them out for a while. And as you can see, it's snowing. I really can't wait until it starts warming up so I can get out here on the lake. No, I'm not into ice fishing. I'm not that brave. Anyway, I do want to make some baits for you guys today. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I'll figure that out once I get in the house. And I'm sure whatever I do, you're going to enjoy it. So sit back, relax, and let me get these dogs in the house, and I'll see you at the workstation. Oh, hey, what's up, guys? I didn't see you there for a second. Just over here getting a full body massage in my zero gravity massage chair. One of the best investments ever. But guess what was waiting on me in the mailbox? Hot off the presses, this is Epic Bait Mold's brand new Crappie Slayer mold. The craftsmanship is awesome, guys. This is the 2-incher. Has 20 cavities. And I'm super excited about making a few runs with this mold. So let me get up and I'll meet you at the workbench. For real this time. Alright guys, we are back at the workstation, and I am super excited about shooting this mold. And I love the way, oh, it's actually a 24 cavity. And I like the way that they label the molds to let you know that this side is the top and that's the bottom. Awesome mold, guys. Highly recommend Epic Bait Molds. They make some excellent molds. So in today's video, we're just going to take a few remelts or a few pucks and remelt them. And quite a few of these are leftover pucks from hyper shifts and color shifts that I've used. And so we're going to get a couple of these melted, and I'll show you the results. Alright guys, we got our first set of plastic heated up, and I'm going to shoot this really hot. It's about 380, only because the mold is cold and I want to test this out and see how the mold reacts without heating it up first, and see how good of a shoot it does. And just hold the pressure for a moment just to make sure all the cavities are filled. And we only, of course, doing a single color just to kind of test out the mold. Top off the sprue. Put the excess back in the cup. and we'll give it a few minutes and I'll meet you back here for the unboxing. Alright guys, hopefully you can hear me over the fan. Gave it maybe about 5 or 6 minutes for the mold to for the plastic to kind of set. Sorry guys, that's the OCD in me. And the cool thing about this mold that I love that they did was, and I probably don't need it, but they put that little notch right there so you can easily open the mold. Woo! Check that out. Oh man. Beautiful. Hopefully you guys can see that. Oh man. Looks like all the cavities filled in. Yep, they did. And that looks great. Let's pull these on out. And check that out. Let me adjust my light. Hopefully you guys can see that. Beautiful. Let me pop one of these off. Look at that. Gosh, come on. There you go. Look at that. I mean, the bait has little ribs across the top, which gives it some detail. I'm not sure how well it's picking up on the camera, but we're going to slay crappies this summer with this mold. And look at the action on that tail. Crappies are gonna go crazy. Alright guys, hopefully you can hear me. I got my mask on. The film started to get a little too strong, so I figured I'll use safety first. And you may recognize this from my previous video, and this is the top color of those swim baits, and I'm super excited to see how this turns out. Oh, that's really hot, but you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it. Let me get my glove on. Looks like I saw a foreign red flake in there, but that's okay. Okay, drop down a little, which is cool. Uh-oh. And let's just burp it. Alright, it stopped. Just gonna hold the pressure a little bit. Oh, drop my stirring fork or stirring knife. Top off the screw. Alright. And we'll give this a few minutes to set, and I'll meet you right back here for the unboxing. Alright guys, hopefully you can still hear me. I still have my mask on, but let's unbox this one. Woo! And this is the one that had the hyper shift in it from the previous video. And guys, in person, this looks
Super sweet. Can you see those effects? Hopefully you can see those effects. I hope it's picking up on the camera. Let me take one of them off. And of course all the cavities filled in, even while shooting it with a cold mold. And you may be able to see those ribs a little better. Sorry, I got the dryer running in the background. But guys, this looks super sweet in person. Super sweet. Let me put it on this white canvas here. Hopefully it picks up a little better. I don't know if that's picking up any better for you. Uh-oh. Sorry for hitting the camera. It's hard trying to work around it. Man, that looks awesome, guys. If you're thinking about getting this mold, you shouldn't think too long. Study long, you study wrong, like they say when you're playing spades. But that looks nice. So let's drop these in our water. Start the curing. Oh man, guys. I wish y'all could see that in person. All right, let's get our third cup heated up, and I'll meet you right back here. All right, guys, and we got our third cup heated up. And look at that. I believe this is some hyper shift. I think this is the Toledo hyper shift. So let's just get it started. Let me put my glove on. Let me check my temperature one more time. All right. And let's get our syringe filled. Burp it. Uh-oh. My cap is coming off. And let's shoot this one. And it doesn't take much plastic. And we're just going to hold the pressure, make sure all those cavities filled in. And just going to top off that sprue. Okay. And it looks like I'm going to have to fish this out of here. But I'll meet you back once this is done. All right, guys, we gave it a few minutes and that feels pretty dry. So let's go ahead and crack it open. Oh, wow. Check those out. Jeez, this mold shoots perfect. Look at that. I mean, no dents, no dimples. All the cavities filled. Let's pop one of them off. Man, look at that. Now you can really see those ribs that I was talking about earlier. And this mold is super great. And when I mentioned earlier, it shows the top and the bottom. That's in case you want to shoot two colors and have the bottom of the mold or bottom of the bait one color and the top half a different color. Look how good that looks. Man, I hope it's coming up on camera for you guys. It's just a string of goodness. Hopefully you guys can really see that. Oh man, we're gonna tear crappies up come spawning season. So we will get these cured. We'll drop in our curing bowl. And actually, let me take the yellow ones out. You don't want to leave them in too long because it'll cause your colors to kind of fade. It will come back, but I don't want to lose any pigment if I don't have to. And we're just heating up our last cup of plastic, our remelts, the ones that I did for the skin pouring, for the swim baits in my last video. And we're just going to get these clamped back up. So when we shoot it, nothing spills out the sides. And instead of cleaning that small injector, I'm going to use one of my bigger ones, the 6 ounce. And let's just check on our plastic. Ooh, it's melting down really good. And I'm seeing some really good effects. But I am seeing some bubbles in this one, so I may throw this in a vacuum chamber. Hopefully you guys are picking that up. The cup is a little hot. Let me put my mask on because these fumes are kind of strong. And let me grab my glove. Oh, sorry guys. You see these bubbles? Oh, sorry guys. It's hard doing this around the camera. That's going to be a nice effect. This does have some of those pearl colors that I brushed on to it. So that's why you're seeing that purple from the Dip Your Car hyper shifts or color shifts. But that's cool. This is going to give it a nice effect. So yeah, it's too many bubbles for me. So I'm going to go ahead and dump this in the vacuum chamber, and I'll meet you right back for the very last shoot. And I just wanted to show you guys the vacuum chamber at work. Got the pump sitting down low. And when using this particular brand, this is the off setting or the close setting. When you move it this way, air shoots out, allowing you to pull the top off. Right now, the top is laying flat on here, but the pressure from the pump is keeping it tightly fit on there. And as you can see, it's pulling all the bubbles and all the moisture out of the plastic. And once this gauge reaches 30, that means it's ready. So hopefully you guys can see this. I'm gonna get out here trying to use that light. And it's just pulling all the bubbles out of there. I think, yeah, that's a good shot. Pretty good shot. And this is pulling all the bubbles and all the air and all the moisture up out the plastic. I actually had this sitting in a cup for a few days after shooting those swim baits, and so I'm pretty sure it pulled in some moisture from the atmosphere into the cup. So this is what makes your baits really clean, guys. So once this gets done, I'll meet you back at the workbench. Alright guys, hopefully you can hear me. I still got my mask on, and the gauge has reached 30, which means all the air and moisture has been pulled out of here. You're going to see it bubbling still, but that lets you know that it's really done. And so we're going to turn off the pump. The switch is in the back. And we're going to release the air so we can take the top off, because right now, even though I turned the pump off, this is not going to come off because of the pressure inside of the chamber. And it's shooting the air up out of this filter. Feel tight until it hits 0, and it just lifts up. This thing just sits flat on top of the chamber, and the pressure keeps it sealed. So I'm gonna heat this up again, and I'll meet you back this time for real when it's ready to shoot. But that looks really good. It looks like glass. Super excited about this one. Alright guys, so we got our plastic up to temperature, and as you can see, all the bubbles have gone. Let me just check it one more time because I got the fan going. And this time we're shooting it roughly a little bit below 350. Sorry about hitting the camera. And let me get my other glove on. Let's fill up the syringe. And go ahead and burp it. And I want you guys to be able to see how little plastic it uses. And that's it, it's done. So I'm just holding a little pressure to make sure all the cavities are filled. Very little pressure, and I hope my phone or my camera phone doesn't fall from me adjusting it. And let's just top that boy off. Shoot the rest back into our cup. And that's the only thing I don't like about the small injector, is because it just pushes inside the port versus snapping on or screwing on. So I have a problem with the end falling off into the cup as I shoot it back. So I may get another one, but we'll see. Because there are a couple of different models out there, and I should have went with my first mine and grabbed the other one that I saw. But alright, I'm gonna let this set, and I'll meet you right back here for the unboxing. Alright guys, we are back, and I was able to take my mask off, cracked open the side door, to bring this winter air in here. But yeah, it aired it out really good. Because you definitely don't want to be breathing these fumes in. So, let's see what we got. Woo! Wow. Check that out. You see that color shift, that purple going down the runner? You can also see it in the baits. Man, guys, check that out. This thing shoots perfectly every rip. Ooh, and that purple in here looks sweet. Man, I hope it's coming up on camera for you. I hope it's coming up on camera for you guys, because I can see it really well in person. Oh man, let me put this on a white surface. Hopefully it comes out a little better. Man, look at that. The purple is really faint within the baits, but again, these are remelted pucks, but you can kind of see that purple. Look at that, look at that. Oh, wow. And this one does have some holographic flakes in it from a different puck that I cut up and melted along with the skin pores that I did. And let me pop one of them off. You really can't appreciate it unless you see them in person. Come on, camera. You can faintly see the purple on camera, but I can see it pretty good in person. Sorry for the dryer. Look at that. There it is. Wow. Check that out. I knew this was going to shoot really well. So what I'm going to do is I do plan on gathering all my crappie molds. Well, I shouldn't say gather, but I'm going to make a crappie episode, a crappie mold episode, and we're going to have fun. We are really going to have fun. I'm going to do some doubles, some triple colors. And I got a few more ideas that I may want to try with you guys. So, man, that looks nice. That looks really nice. So we're going to pull the other ones out of the water. They've been in there longer than I wanted it to be. And I'm glad I didn't lose any pigment with those due to it soaking in the water for too long. Look at the action on that tail though. Wait till these really cure. That tail does some crazy things once it really cures. Almost look like glass, guys. It's blending in with the water. Oh, we're gonna have fun. We're going to have fun. So what I plan on doing is just putting together a list of your most popular crappie colors. And I'm going to take all the crappie molds that I have, and I'll be shooting those colors. And once we reach 200 subscribers, I do plan on doing a big bait giveaway. So like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Hit that thumbs up so that more and more people can see it, see my videos, and I would really appreciate you guys for that. Oh, it really comes up with my hand behind there. As you can tell, I'm really liking what I see here. I like them all, but this is just special. Alright, hopefully you guys can hear me. I got my mask on and decided to do a double color for you. And I got the chartreuse and the watermelon, and I got everything mixed up. Got a little red flake in there, and this side is the top, that's the bottom. And this is perfect. And just hold the pressure. Make sure everything fills in. And top off that screw. Alright. Alright, that looks good. And we'll give it a few minutes. And we'll be right back for the unboxing. And let's just take a look at the blending block. Okay. So hopefully, since we have good results here, we should have good results there. Still kind of wet. So let's give it a few minutes and I'll be right back. Alright guys, hopefully you can hear me over the fan. And let's see what we got. Woo-wee. Look how good that looks, guys. And I shot the mold at about, I think both cups of plastic was roughly at about 350, give or take a few degrees. Wow, check this out. Came out just the way I wanted them to. This mold shoots perfectly, guys. Perfect laminate, straight line across the bait. And that looks really good. I'm glad I added the red flake. It gives it a lot of character. Check that out. Let's pop one of them off. That looks good. And it shot the laminate straight through the tail, through that thin piece of plastic. I've got a little bit of plastic from my hands on the bait. That looks great. That looks great. You cannot beat that. And you can see the ribs really good with this color scheme. Awesome mold, guys. I am sold. Awesome awesome mold. I am really happy with this purchase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up this video, and I want to again thank you guys for hanging in there with me. Sorry for the movement of the camera. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time right here on Stroboogybaitshop.